Hello YouTube, this is DrawingKid1313 and welcome to episode 43 of my Let's Play. It's so weird, like, before I start recording, before I hit the button to start recording, I think to myself and I'm like, okay, it's episode 43. Say that in the beginning of the video. And then, I hit record, I wait that like 14 seconds to kind of, have the intro overlay me walking around. And then by the time the intro's over, I'm like, what? I just completely forget. So I need to kind of clean this out a lot. So I'm just gonna get rid of some of the scrap by putting it in there. And that should sort itself out. All the scrap should go to that chest, which is nice. The other thing is, yeah, that's it. Okay. Let's go ahead. We're gonna put these crystals in here. I bet you my crystal farm is doing amazingly, by the way. So off camera, in between this episode and the last, oh wow, yeah, yes it is. In between this episode and the last, I made another centrifuge extractor. Wasn't too difficult. The hard part is, waiting for those electrolyzed water cells. They're just a pain. So I made like 7 more, so I still have however many, yeah, 2 in there. And then I went ahead and made a low voltage transformer. This, if you remember from when we did that setup in that room, what it'll do is it'll take the medium voltage and it'll transform it into low voltage. So from 32, or sorry, no, from 128 to 32 energy units per tick is what it'll do. So awesome, let's go ahead and get started. There we go. Awesome. So I'm just gonna put it right here and hopefully I'm placing it right. There you go. Yep. Oh, nope. Placed it wrong. Can I use the Buildcraft wrench? I think someone said this and yeah, it doesn't work like that. It's okay, because I had the other wrench. Just right click on there, and then the 3 dot side will face towards the higher voltage. Alright, so now let's go ahead and place our stuff down like so. Place down that. No explosions, they're getting power. Awesome. Now time to shift click the levers on and turn them on. I only need 1, but for aesthetic purposes, I needed 2. Alright, so awesome. Now I need to set up a system to get this stuff, the rubber wood and the sticky resin. I'm going to set it up to go into these machines. I believe they have to go into the top, so I just need to kind of decide whether I want... I have to decide whether I want to use red power or buildcraft. Red power, buildcraft, red power, buildcraft. I think I'm gonna go with buildcraft. It's a little more simpler, and I already had the redstone engine, and I already had the wooden pipe, and then I just need stone pipes and a redstone torch. Bam. Do I have any sticks in here? Yes, you go back. Awesome. Let's go ahead and, yeah, I don't need a crafting table for this, do I? Alrighty. I go over here. It's getting dark. It's always dark, I swear. It's just always dark. So obnoxious. And then we're gonna go over here and we're gonna put the wooden pipe. I don't know, where do I want to put it? Like, I have kind of an option. I could put it on the top and that would be kind of easier, wouldn't it? So it would require 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and this will require 1, 2. Alright, so I guess the more item conservative approach would be to use the side output thingy. And I hope you guys can hear that. My little brother is crying. So if you can, I apologize. If you can't, you're lucky. Alright, so we're gonna put that right there. I'm gonna get our dirt pillar out of here. That's not where that goes. Perfect. I turned that off, by the way, because we are getting a lot of glass. Awesome. And we haven't hooked these up. Where are they? There we go. Perfect. Cool, so let's go ahead and put this back in there. And they should go ahead, they should land in here. Very slowly, but surely. Should I use an advanced insertion pipe? No. I could use a distribution pipe. So maybe I want to distribute them evenly. Let me go ahead and do that. Do I have any extra? I feel like I should. Because when you craft, you get 8 pipes. And I only remember using 1. Or like 2 or 3 or something like that. Let's go ahead. We're going to go into our chests of goodies. I go in here. And there we go. Just need 1. Perfect. Still don't have my portable hole, so I have to use doors. Lame. I need to make another one of those pretty soon. Kind of been neglecting it. Alright, so now. Bam. Alrighty, so that's going to be 0. That and that and that is going to be 0 because there's only the red and the cyan. Alright, perfect. Just a 1-1 ratio. So it'll go 1 there. And then it'll go 1 there. And then it'll go 1 there. And then it'll go 1 there. Perfect. And now we have rubber coming out of here. So now I need to get the rubber out of the extractors. What we are going to use for that is red power. I feel like red power kind of. Let's use red power. I don't know. You know what? I'm not really all too sure of where I want to put this stuff. Like I don't know where I want to store all the materials that I'm going to be using. Maybe I'll just store it in like one chest in the center. Wherever that may be. Should be right here. Here's the center. Do I have a chest on me? No, I don't believe I do. Alright, so one thing that I do want to say to you, hey look, 8 diamonds. One thing that I do want to say to you guys is I'm sorry this episode is a little late. I should have had one up yesterday and I went to record it. It was like 9 o'clock or so. And my little sister had a sleepover and they all decided to go ahead and play in the basement, which is where my room is. So needless to say, I wasn't able to record because you guys would only be able to hear screaming. You wouldn't even be able to hear me. And they've just been running around the house the whole time. Like actually right now I'm recording and it's 1:30 and I'm only able to record now because they just left. So yeah, I apologize for that. I've been doing a lot of work on the server because that's usually what I do when I have nothing else to do. Hey look, there's a hole there. Cover that up. Alrighty. Okay. It's raining. Let's see, I'm gonna do this because rain is never good for a Minecraft video. And we also have to think of what we need next. Alright? So we have glass. Check. We have rubber. Check. What are we gonna do with this rubber? Well, we're going to actually produce copper cabling. Alrighty. Going to produce copper cabling. So what we are actually going to need is some way of producing that, and I haven't 100% figured that out, but I may need a few seconds to think about it. Alright, so I have a little bit of an idea. It may be a little bit crazy, it may not work, it may just be epic. So we're going to try and we're going to see how everything works. What I have here is a recipe for a battery. I think I still have to import it. Yep. What I have here is the recipe for an electronic circuit. What I have here is the recipe for copper cabling, because it's used by both of these. Alright. In my chest I have a whole bunch of refined iron, and I went over and grabbed all the rubber that we had produced in that building right there. And I've been off camera for, I don't know, about 20 minutes or so. And yeah, we have lots of rubber. So it's definitely working our little farm over there, which is nice. And then right here, we should have, okay, there it is. Yep, it's just hiding up there. Cool. So now what we can do is we can take a remote orderer and go ahead and request 64 electronic circuits. Hopefully this doesn't break anything. Hopefully I have enough. I feel like I should though. I feel like I should. Oh wow, I do. Oh geez. We're hopefully it works. I have had some problems with mass orders in with logistics pipes and all that, so we'll see how it goes. Wow, see all that stuff going in there. Oh, I lost something. Lost a piece of refined iron. Yeah, wow. That's pretty cool. Hopefully it works. It's definitely a lot. It's very nice. 11, 12, 13, 14. I'll be back when it finishes. While I'm waiting, I do want to talk to you guys about something. Remember all my computer problems? Well, yeah, I still have yet to order the hard drive. And the reason is, well, one, like every time I go to order, I'm like, alright, I have to order this. I'm tired of this stupid lag and, all that being wrong with my computer. And then, when I go to order it, everything seems fine. It's just peachy. It's awesome. It works. And then, it's just kind of on and off. And then, I was watching one of my videos because I was, trying to edit some videos to upload. And I was watching one, and I thought, and I'm like, the little freeze only happens with the video. It doesn't happen with the audio. So I was like, oh crap, maybe it's not the hard drive. Maybe it's only the graphics card, which would be horrible because that's a wee bit more expensive. And I'm like, oh no, that would suck. So I did some testing off camera actually while I was waiting for, or trying to think of an idea of, something that we could do. And so I did, some off-camera testing. I basically, because my computer, it's weird. Oh, I'm missing one. It was probably that one that popped out, wasn't it? Let's go ahead and check it out. Nope, nope. Yep. Bam. Awesome, thank you. Okay, so yeah, my computer, since it's a laptop, it's power conservation or energy conservation, battery life is a big issue. So what they did is they actually added integrated graphics, so I can switch between the two. I could use my NVIDIA graphics card, my 1 GB dedicated graphics card, or I could use the integrated graphics from Intel. So basically I ran Minecraft with the integrated graphics, and oh my gosh, it was horrible. Like when I'm not recording, it's just like, mini pauses in me playing it, and it's just, just a little bit, but it was bad. It was very bad playing this with integrated graphics. I feel bad for any of you who don't have dedicated graphics on your computer. I apologize. So we have our 64 electronic circuits. Now we're going to need 32 RE batteries. Let's go ahead and that's not. Yep. See, everyone. So many comments about this. And I explained this when I set up the system. I explained it because I knew that people would ask. This is a basic logistics pipe. It is not a request logistics pipe. Why is it not a request logistics pipe? Because a request logistic pipe requires two diamond gears. Or sorry, not 2 diamond gears, but 2 golden gears. That is a total of 8 diamonds, which is equivalent to 4 diamonds. Or 8 gold, which is equivalent to 4 diamonds. 2 diamonds, damn it. And I would like to eventually, I haven't really been working on this world as much as I really should, but I would like to eventually have a few of these all around my world. Alright? So I'd, like to have a few requesting pipes that I could request items from. So if I were to make, I don't know, 4 of those, that's the same price as this remote order. Alright? It's the same price. So that I could just use regular basic logistics pipes with my remote order, as you can see, I don't have to craft a whole bunch of those request pipes. So there's the reason why I'm using the remote order and not clicking on a wrench. What were we doing? We were ordering batteries, weren't we? Let me go ahead and do that. So now what I'm doing is I'm macerating some coal. Awesome. And if you haven't guessed it just yet, I am making a whole bunch of solar panels, because this is what's going to kind of fuel what I want to do over in the other room. So I requested 32 batteries. They only stacked to 16. I didn't know that. That means I'm gonna need more of these, isn't it? Yes. Mm. Hold on. I believe I still had it in cheat mode because it rained like 3 times when I wasn't recording. It's just obnoxious, especially since I have my my headset on. Alright, so we're going to need a lot more inventory space. So we're gonna put that away. Bye-bye. And we don't have any room for sand. Wow. We're gonna put that away. We're just going to get this stuff out of our lives. That, yeah, it's only one piece. And then ginormous junk chest. We're gonna place that, and anything else that we don't feel like having on us at the moment. Alright, just so I can remember where it is and all that good stuff. Yeah, I kinda do need food, don't I? Alrighty. That as well. Now let's go ahead and make 32 furnaces, I guess. I believe I'm gonna be like one short. Oh, nope. Actually, yes, I am going to be one piece of cobblestone short. Awesome. Wonderful. Go on. There we go. Alright, 30. Right, I only need one more, didn't I? Oops. Alright, so 32 furnaces. I'm going to put these in there. And look, I already had some, of course. Don't want to put that in there. I want to put cobblestone in there. Alrighty, cool. And we're going to need a lot more machine blocks as well. Let's go ahead and get 4 stacks of refined iron. 3. I'm going to need some, yeah, I'm going to need some iron so I can cook it up. Alright, let's go ahead and do that. This is what I've been doing for iron, by the way, because I was kind of low. Stack of silver is worth 2 stacks of iron, because it's, you know, double the EMC. There we go. Okay. Now I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm going to cook up a stack of those. That's gonna all be sorted, and might as well just cook up 2 stacks. Alright, so we're gonna fly over here, put our iron back. Awesome. And then let's go into my unsorted, isn't it? Yes, it should. Just go ahead and put 1 piece of refined iron in there. Yep, see, it's showing up right there. Alright, cool. So I need 1 piece. There we go. Let's go ahead and craft all these up. It's a lot of resources. It's a lot of resources. There we go. Oh, too many. Can't do math. It's okay, because we can get our refined iron back. Awesome. Okay. So now what we need... Actually, I think we're good. We could just make a whole bunch of these. So we got our furnace, machine block, RE battery, and we got generators. 32 of them. Now what we need is, if we go in here, we should find 1, 2, 3 stacks of that. I only needed like, what, 1.5. And then if we go over here, we should find a whole bunch of glass. And we are actually going to make some solar panels. Now, why are we making solar panels? Good question. I'm going to make you guys wait until I find out the answer on that one. I just figured I would ask a rhetorical question. I'm going to put all of it in there just so I don't have to count and divvy it up. Alright, so 32 solar panels coming right up. Awesome. It's a lot. And now what we're going to need is we're going to need some low voltage transformers. Let's go ahead and make some. Not too difficult to make, just some copper cabling, some copper ingots, and some wood. And let's see, we are going to need 4 of them. 4 of them to be exact. Let's go ahead and do that. What was I gonna do? 12 view. I need some copper cabling. Think I can request it. We're going to need 2 for each, so that's 8 total. Then we're gonna need some wood. Perfect. Get that. And now we wait. We have 6, we have 8. Awesome. So let's go ahead in our crafting table and go 1, 2, 3. There we go. 4 of you and 4 of you. 4 low voltage transformers. When you put solar panels around a low voltage transformer like so, you will get a low voltage solar array. This is an add-on for industrial craft, compact solars. It's very useful, and it's pretty neato. So let's go ahead. We're gonna place them down over here. Over here. Do I still have my cabling? I don't think I do. Crap, I really need that, oh yeah, I drilled a hole in the side of my house over here, because I was tired of walking all the way around. Perfect. Let's go in here, get our cabling back. Come here. And off camera, I'm going to need to craft a MFSU. Yeah. Gonna have to. But we're gonna lay these down first and just go like so. Perfect. Alright, so now I have 4 of these. Basically the way it works is one solar panel outputs 1 EU per tick, correct? This, since it is made out of 8 solar panels, will produce 8 energy units per tick. And since we have 4 of them, that should be 32 energy units per tick, which is a good amount. Of course we can upgrade them later, but for now, that's just fine. Alright. So now what we're going to do is I'm going to go ahead and off camera I'm going to craft an MFSU. I'll probably use a lot of equivalent exchange to help me out, so yeah. Alright, so here I go. I have my MFE. And I actually crafted a new one. I didn't go and steal the other one from the other room because I want to kind of keep that there. I don't see a problem with it. Maybe eventually I'll have like the MFSU leading into the MFE to kind of keep that one charged as well. It'll be like an extra energy storage. I don't know. We'll see what happens. We have our electronic circuit, and then we have our Laptron crystals. This actually wasn't as difficult to craft as usual because I have, you know, the auto crafting of the copper cabling and all that. So, wasn't too bad. MFSU, awesome. We're gonna put this stuff back in here. Get rid of that. Nope, nope. Yep, okay. Awesome. So now what we're going to do is we're going to put this, and I don't even think I'm going to bother concealing it because I kind of want everything in this room to be seen so that you can go ahead and look at the little contraption that I'm building. Awesome. I had to sneeze. Where's my mute button? Where's my mute button? I didn't sneeze. It's like that feeling that you have to sneeze, but then you just don't. Do I want to risk it? Please don't. Oh. Please don't. Yay. I was worried because you do have a chance of actually losing the item. That would be very disappointing. Let's go ahead and put that right there. Bring it down. And into the MFSU. We're not getting any power. Do you know why? It's nighttime. That's why I have these. Bam. That makes a cool noise too. Never noticed that. Wow. Cool. Alrighty, so we have that. This should be getting power. It is. You can see that's at a pretty nice rate too. I mean, 32 EU per tick. That's it's a little over 1 geothermal. And of course we're gonna add to it in the future. I just don't think that ordering 2 stacks of electronic circuits would work very well. So we're gonna have to, hold off on that. So the next thing that I want to do is I want to take all the scrap that I'm using and I want to put it into a chest. I want to put it into a chest over here. We are going to have our mass fabricator hooked up over here. Alrighty? Yes, we are. And, I had a diamond chest. It's in here, isn't it? Yes, it is. Alright, so we're going to use a whole bunch of stone pipes, probably some basic logistics pipes, and, probably another one of those, like, polymorphic item sync modules or something. Or, you know what? We don't even have to do that. I already have an idea. This is already leading off of here, isn't it? But this is actually my... Yeah, this is my return system. So let's go ahead and put a basic logistics pipe there. And we are basically going to... I lied. I want it to be right there. Stone pipe, hurry up. There we go. Yeah, and it's not really connected to anything, but it should work. It really should. No, that's not where you're supposed to go. No. Don't do that. Don't do that. Bad. Oh, awesome. Oh, awesome. Throw that on the ground. I don't need you. I don't want to really run another pipe system, but I guess I have to. So let me go ahead and do that. More digging. I forgot that you could do this. So much easier. I completely forgot. Alrighty, let's get some lights in here. Just so that you can see what I'm doing. Perfect, perfect. Alrighty, cool. Now we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna run another piping system. Probably. Let's see if I could judge this right. Right here. Let's turn it into normal mode. Oh wow, I was way off there. Put the dirt back. Yeah, I know. Okay, there we go. So now I'm gonna dig up that way. Okay. It's close enough. I actually kind of wanted it to be right here in the corner. Perfect. Alrighty. So that means that we can just go like this. Be much easier. I wonder how long this episode has been so far. But yeah, we're getting a lot of stuff from that farm. I'm kind of surprised. May have to shut it off eventually. And once we get this system running, it's going to be using a lot of resources, so, you know, no worries so far. Alright. I really want to get this mass fabricator set up though. So let's go ahead, we're going to put the chest here. We're going to dig a hole and dig out what we just placed. And then what we're going to do is we're going to make a basic logistics pipe. And we are going to say, you want scrap. So we're just going to run this over to here. I think I'm just going to have it run along the top just so it doesn't interfere with the, yeah. Alright, so here we go, we're running it back. Like, this episode seems to be very long for me, but that's only because I've done a lot of off-camera stuff. I've done a lot of off-camera thinking and whatnot. But, hey, I'm actually planning out what I'm going to be doing, so Hopefully it should turn out nicely. Alrighty, so now what we're going to do, bring it up once again, and connect it to this pipe because we already have a logistics pipe set up. You should be happy. Why aren't you happy? Another pipe there. Replace it. Replace it. Oh, you're just a little bitch, aren't you? There you go. Oh, what? I don't understand this. This is madness. Ah! Now it's raining. Alright, so it wants to be difficult. I'm gonna let it be difficult, and it's just not gonna have anything to do with that system right there. Perfect. Alrighty, so now what we should be able to do is we should be able to go find our Industrial Craft 2 chest, probably right there. We're gonna get one piece of scrap. I can't jump up that? What? It's ridiculous. Anything above there? Don't care. Cool. Alrighty, so we're gonna run over here. We're gonna fly, or just, yeah, fly. And then pop out of the ground somewhere. Right here sounds good? Okay. So now we are going to say... Is there anything in here? No? Okay. Now we are going to say, hey you, request all the scrap that you can say. Or that you can get. Alrighty. So basically any scrap flowing through the system, there we go, should end up in that chest. Let's go ahead and test this by putting a whole bunch of scrap inside our chests. Our sorting chest, that is. Right, so it's going somewhere. It's going right in there. Why does that have... That shouldn't have first priority. That shouldn't have it. That shouldn't. Just shouldn't. Alright, quick. I have to do this in 5 minutes. Hold on, I need that. Oh well. Alright, I have to do this in 5 minutes. Alright, come on, let's go. We have 5 minutes on the clock. I didn't really have to jump up on there. And there we go. Go here, find this, put it all in there. Run back. Cool, we're running. We're running and jumping and hitting our heads. Healthy. Jumping up here. Can't fly, I forgot, almost. Pick that up, we can pick it all up. And now when we put this scrap in here, it should all get sorted out. Alrighty. But it should not go into that chest. It should go down there. Awesome. Okay, so this is working. I need this in my hotbar. There we go. Alright, cool. And it should all be going into here. So now we have a lot of scrap. Cool. So what you're going to do is this, is we're going to make a... There's something on my computer screen. There we go. We're going to make... somewhere in here. Oh yeah, I turned that on to turn off the rain, by the way. If you think I'm cheating, don't really care. So we're going to need a Lapatron crystal. Oh wow, this is pretty expensive recipe. Yeah, so we're going to need a Lapatron crystal, 2 advanced machine blocks, some advanced circuits, some glowstone dust. Alright. So that means that we're going to need two regular circuits. Actually 4, because the recipe for that is 2. So we're gonna need 4 regular circuits, and a whole bunch of other crap. Let there be lights. Alrighty. Yeah, I guess I'll craft this one on camera. Actually, let's go ahead. I'm gonna check the time of the video. Why do I have 16 FPS? This game hates me. Alright, so almost finished here. Just getting my advanced machine blocks. Put those on top. Nope, they go on the side. Put those on the top and bottom. That in the middle. Glowstone. Bam! We have the mass fabricator. And I believe this is one of the few machines that can accept a high voltage. Awesome. Now I have two. I believe this is one of the machines that can accept high voltage, and it can. Yep, it's getting high voltage directly from there. So it's going to accept high voltage. Just wanted to make sure. Yeah, I completely forgot that I already crafted one of these. So I guess you guys did already see the recipe. Oh well. But the episode is running really long, so basically I'm just going to set up the system to get this thing to, produce stuff. And that's gonna be pretty much it. That right there. Going to hook this thing up underground with some cabling. What? No, that's not even fair. That's bullshit. Bullcrap. Get that back. Turn that off. I will just not accept that, especially since I just spent all that time crafting just one. So now we are going to run that over there. To any of you who think I am cheating, I don't really care. Don't like how I deal with. Maybe I shouldn't use this. Maybe I shouldn't use this. Yeah, maybe I should downcharge it as well. Okay. Yeah, for any of you who don't like how I handle problems that arise, don't care. Don't watch my videos if you don't like them, so that's all I have to say. So we're gonna put that right there, that right there, that right there. And I'm pretty much just gonna set up a little supplier provider system right here. So it's going to be the supplier, or the yeah, it's going to be the supplier pipe right here. It's gonna actually has to go in through the bottom, doesn't it? Yes, it does. Okay, good thing I remember that. Perfect. So that means that I'm going to be taking my wrench and be going like this. Bam. Alrighty, cool. And this thing is requesting power and I don't want it to be. Hurry up, steal one of these. This thing does usually make sounds, but I have them turned off, so. Okay, cool. So it's no longer draining energy from here, which is nice. Because that thing drains a lot of energy when there's no scrap in it, remember. Alrighty, so yeah, like I said, this will be the supplier, this will be the provider. They actually have to go, the supplier will have to be underneath of this. Alright, so supplier will be right there, provider will be like right here on the top. And yeah, it's raining. I hate rain. So it's been Drawing Hit 1313 with episode 43. I apologize if you don't like the longer episodes, but I wanted to get a few things done in this one. The next episode, we are going to move on further with this little mass fabricator thing. This is actually just one component. This isn't the reason why I'm doing all this. This is actually just to craft one item. And it's not a quantum suit. I will eventually use the leftover UU matter for, making a quantum suit, but I'm only using this to get a very simple item. So yeah, I just figured it would be a fun way of getting it. So again, this has been Drawing at 1313 with episode 43. I hope you have enjoyed. If you have, leave a like, leave a comment, do all that fun stuff. Subscribe if you haven't already, that way you don't miss my videos. And I will see you all in episode 44. Bye bye.